Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As we saw recently, there's an appetite for certification of beef raised and processed in Alberta to clearly define that it is humanely treated at all stages of life. While I know that there's being done here in Alberta, we need to make this known to the whole world that Alberta beef is not only the best, but it abides by the highest standards of humane treatment of livestock. To the Minister of Ag, what is your government doing to introduce a certification program that will be recognized in all markets?
Minister of Agriculture.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and for the member for the question. Mr. Speaker, nobody produces better beef than Alberta. Alberta beef has a well-deserved reputation. It's delicious, healthy, and is sourced from second to none ranchers and producers. Our beef industry is already taking the lead in helping set benchmarks for sustainable beef, which includes animal health and welfare. For example, Mr. Speaker, McDonald's restaurant has worked with Alberta to determine and establish sustainable protocols for beef. Their verified sustainable beef pilot project, which a report will be due this June. I'm very looking forward to finding out what they have.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. First supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given the term certified humane is a registered trademark created in the United States for marketing purposes, and given that Alberta could create and uphold a certification which more accurately reflects the quality of meat for consumers, since the meat is not only tested for antibiotics, hormones, BSE, but also has traceability throughout its life cycle, which is not the case in the U.S. To the Minister, what areas of standardization can we expect to see in an Alberta certification program?
Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We support and fund the Canadian Roundtable for Sustainable Beef. With our industry partners. It's an industry-led initiative to determine best practice and supply chain reporting. This is second to none, Mr. Speaker. It has allowed the industry to market, right around the world. Both myself and the Minister of Economic Development and Trade are expanding those markets right around the world, because we all know, everyone knows in this chamber and in Alberta, that Alberta producers have the best beef. We need to have that message go loud and clear. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Second supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that Alberta's beef producers' livelihoods depend on Alberta beef being marketable as a certified, and given that these producers are the experts in defining what is needed to certify the most humane and best tasting beef, to the Minister, how are you working with the beef industry to decide what this certification will include and what the timeline will be for this to be introduced?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, the member for the questions. So Canadians know when they eat beef, they're getting the absolute best. We as a government, myself as Minister, we're going to continue to partner with industry, continue to work with industry to maintain those high standards going forward. It is about marketing. It's about maintaining those markets right around the world, and we're doing our best working with industry as they are the leaders and continue to do so. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.